I love the phrase that's been introduced, is the human touch out of touch, and I think in many ways it is, but by the same token I don't want to sound so negative, because the very technology that perhaps is making people more distant could now be harnessed to deliver remarkable things that haven't been possible in previous times.
So I think the human touch is it's a long debate. We're talking about a lot of Generation X and Generation Y, and they're all looking at their phones all the time, and they're not communicating to each other. Actually, when you look beyond technology, because that's the key always, you see that what they do is actually talking to each other. They're actually making friends, the same way we used to make friends, but we would hang out in a mall, and now they actually do that online. This is where it's interesting, because at the same time we need technology to help enterprise, to help also society. At the same time we need to have leaders to show the way, and this is one of the biggest challenges. These new generations coming into the workplace will have a different sense of the human touch. It will not be completely digitally touched, for instance. It will have a human touch but expressed differently.
Losing that human touch may actually impact business, that you don't have the ability to build the relationship in the same way via technology as you may do face to face.
Fundamentally, it's the human interaction that makes relationships, which makes business, which makes things happen around the world. So personal interaction is the key to every relationship.
Workplace is no longer just about going to an office each day. Workplace is about being able to perform the functions you need for the business at the time you need to do them in the place you need to do them. And that trend will continue. The advancements we're starting to see are much more technology recognising you as an individual.
Well, it's still influencing the workplace, actually. We're exactly in the shift of the workplace. We are moving from a workplace that is about control and command to a workplace is about collaboration and creation. And this is exactly, we are right in this chasm right now, which creates a lot of both challenges and opportunities for companies. So you have I just use the word network, you have to reshift the workplace into a networked place. So you use technologies to enable that. First of all, the most important thing, because a lot of people think about technology because it's fun to think about technology, you have to think about how do you leverage people and how do you create leadership in these workplaces. And this is the massive change we are seeing right now.
It's enabled people to exchange short ideas, but perhaps hasn't enabled collaborative ideas and bringing people together to have a discussion and to problem solve. I think it's also enabled a lot more mobile and flexible working, and certainly in social care activities, which I'm partly responsible for, the opportunity of a more rapid recording and sharing of information, but at the same time a possible distancing of people from the people they're serving. So we need to, in the future, we need to adjust to that.
Well, in the past 10 years, the real change has been about mobility. So the ability to get access to any information anywhere from anywhere you are, whether it's shopping, workplace, etc. That's been the biggest change.
Workplaces where people happen to be at any one time because we are connected. I work for an environmental organisation where we have people working remotely in the furthest corners of the country, and they are at work the entire time. So we don't think of a workplace as being a building in the way we used to.
As we see greater levels of connectivity, as we see greater adoption of mobile devices, then I think the workplace will become much more diffuse and the actual sort of physical location will diminish.